The verb is an essential part of the predicate. You all know that, my dear students, that the part of a sentence are subject and predicate, and the essential part of the predicate is that there should be a verb, right? In the sentence, in the heart of the forest lived. This lived is a verb. That's why we can say that this part which contains the verb, that is a predicate part, and the remaining is our subject, right? Now let us discuss kinds of sentences. Sentences are of four kinds. Sentence number 1 is assertive or declarative. Number 2 is interrogative. Number 3 is imperative. And number 4 is its exclamatory. Assertive, we can call it declarative sentence. As here is stated, assertive or declarative sentences means statements. Okay. An assertive or declarative sentence says or states something. You can say when we try to state something or say something, then that form is called our assertive form or our declarative form, or in the grammar we call it declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Assertive sentences are of two types, affirmative or positive, and second is negative. See, for example, the folks looked at the piece of cheese. Here you can see this is our affirmative sentence because it states something, that the fox looked at the piece of cheese. And next is our negative sentence. The fox did not look it. Another thing is that we put a full stop at the end of assertive sentence. Dear students, you can see in this exercise 2 interchange of positive into negative sentence. For example, she was writing poems. You can see in the sentence that it states something, that girl was writing poems. So this is our affirmative, or we can call it positive sentence. And if we want to convert it or interchange it into negative sentence, then we will write, she was not writing poems. This is our negative form. She was not writing poem. This is our affirmative form, which is a positive form, and we have converted this form into negative form. She was not writing poems. Now in our next sentence, I was playing cricket. This is our affirmative sentence. This is a positive sentence, means I was playing cricket. It states something, means it tells you about me कि I was playing cricket. And if we convert it into negative, I was not playing cricket. I was not playing cricket. Okay. Next is our interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences means questions. An interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentences are also of two kinds. Interrogative sentences are of two kinds, yes or no question and WH question. For example, do you like stories? And second is, what kind of stories do you like? I will tell you, I will explain it with the help of my notes. See, interrogative sentences are of two types. First is yes or no interrogatives. These are closed-ended interrogatives, where the answers are in the form of yes or no. Close-ended here means कि when we put our answer in the form of yes or no and no further explanation is needed, these are called close-ended interrogatives, and we call it yes or no interrogatives. Some important points for this yes or no interrogators is, one is we put auxiliary verb like is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had or any model before the subject. If we put any auxiliary verb before the subject, and we put a mark of interrogation at the end of the sentence. Clear? Now see WH interrogators. WH interrogators. In this WH interrogators, there are some list of WH words: what, when, who, whom, why, where, which, whoever, how, etc. If our sentence begins with a WH word, like these kinds of words, so our sentence will be WH interrogative. And the same thing we have to keep in our mind while ending the sentence. In interrogatives, we put question mark. This is an exercise based on these interrogative sentences. First is rearrange the words to make interrogative sentence. How long you have been living here? In this exercise, you will get these jumbled words. First of all, you have to arrange them to make its interrogative form. How long have you been living here? You have to put your auxiliary with how long. How long have you been living here? Next sentence is, why you are angry with Sanjay? Why you are So in the second sentence, why are you, in the second sentence, why you are angry with Sanjay? Here you can see it is a WH interrogative. With a WH word we have to put our helping verb. That is, why are you angry with Sanjay, and we have to put a question mark. When you will go to bed, you will put will, this will part with the when. You will put here. And when will you go to bed? Okay. Now, our third type is imperative sentences. An imperative sentence expresses a command, an instruction, request or an advice. My dear student, imperative sentences you all have read it and I also explaining it. Imperative sentences are those sentences which give us command, or command means an order. It gives us any instruction, any suggestion or a request or any kind of our advice. There are few examples you can see here, dear students. For example, keep off the grass. It can be an order. You can imagine a new sentence regarding command like switch off the fan, open the door. In the same way, there is an instruction, put this notice on the notice. You can also imagine the same sentence regarding that expression. Next is pass me the sugar, please. You can also see here ki please is written here, which please also suggests that it is an indication of request. Do you your homework regularly? This is an advice that we should do our work regularly, or we should obey our parents. We should not waste our water, like these kinds. So imperative sentences that expresses a command or order, an instruction, a request or an advice is called imperative sentence. I hope it is very clear to you. Dear students, we will continue our video in the next part.